All right, welcome everybody. Today's video, we are over here at the Takia Mosque. We're in Ayutthaya. This mosque is right here. It's the oldest mosque, I believe, in Ayutthaya, and it's about 440 years old or so. And it's built just south of where the Portuguese settlement was and the Dutch settlement. And the Chao Phraya River is over that away. And right now it's just kind of out here in a small little area. You kind of go down through some windy little roads and all of that. But this is the building, and we're going to walk around and we're going to look at it and see what we see. So you can see over here they have a kind of like a normal, like a temple would have this all set up around like the temple. At the mosque they do the same thing. They have places for people to eat food, and then they have like some clothes and stuff like that for sale. This is not a huge mosque. It's not, you know, the biggest by far, but it's the oldest. And you can see here's the dome, and it doesn't have like the spire like a lot of the old like the mosques I've seen before have this spire, but this one doesn't. This blue building right here, this one is about 200 years old. And the way they do it, they do the call to prayer. They have the speakers up there, and the men and the women both pray in this. They have a curtain that separates them. And then they have another small little building. Now the history of this goes back to a guy, I can't remember his name, I'll put it in the comment or in the description of the video, is his name. But anyway, he was coming down along the river and he met a man, and they talked for a little bit, and he realized that he was as smart as he was, I guess as wise. And they ended up getting into, the story goes, they got into a battle of magic. And they talk about like pig's head and eggs and stuff like that. And so he told the guy that we'll challenge each other to some magic, and whoever is more clever, we have to swear our allegiance to the other's religion. So the guy that ended up losing, he converted to Islam. And then he went and talked to the king, and he wanted some land out here. So the king granted him, I think, like 20,000 rai to build an estate, and he built it right here. And this right here, this building is 400 years plus old, and this is the old Buddhist temple. So this was the ubasot, or the boat, and it's been converted into what you see it now. And then over here, this is the place where the imam comes, and he will like give some preaching and stuff like that from here. And then right next to it is the cemetery. So here is their cemetery. So they have the graves. So they don't cremate them like they do like the Buddhists. So back in there is the cemetery. And then I'm not sure what they do here. They do something, but they have them covered with this wire. And then there is a place here that they said that like the guy will do some teaching, the imam. All right, let's look inside this little boat. So you can see they did the plaster work and a lot of the stuff that you see in a lot of the Thai architecture. And then it has some writing right there, the Arabic writing, and then it has some in Thai. But this little building here is quite cool. So they actually still come over here, and they burn the incense and stuff like that. If somebody dies, they still do little ceremonies here. You can see the plaster work. So they've maintained this really nice. And then it has like a low ceiling. And then you come here, and this is where they burn the incense, and they have the water, and they leave the little reefs and stuff like that. And then it has some Arabic writing right above it. And then I think those are probably like the Quran back there on the pile. And they have little air conditioners and stuff. And this little building is quite cool. You can see the teak wood. They have like a chandelier. And there's a fan blowing. Hopefully that doesn't give me too much wind noise. But yeah, this is a great little building here. And then it leads out to, has this little walkway around here where they do stuff. And then you can make donations. And then they have just people that are just kind of milling about. There's people that are like handicapped and all of that will be here. You know, people come and give them donations and stuff like that. Oh, we got a cat here. Oh, kitty kitty. He's found a good spot to lay. Yeah, this is the inside of it. Okay, so let's go over there and let's look at that, the newer big building. And then looks like here, maybe this is where they can put like a body or something like that. I would assume so. Now let's go look at that newer building that's only 200 years old. Yeah, here's the story about the guy's conversion through magic, and it's kind of the history of this this little mosque. I'll put some pictures in it in the video of these if you want to read about it. The story just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because it's been translated through Google Translate, but the building is quite nice, and it has these little onion things, the little domes up top. So this is the inside over here. So this is when they do the call to prayer. Everybody leaves their shoes over here, and they come in over there, they wash their feet, and then they have a separate bathroom over there for the ladies. And the guy over here, he said he's the number 3 at the temple, and he's the one that does the call to prayer. So this is the entrance into their main little chapel, and it has over here has a picture of when King Rama IX came to this. So Rama IX came to this mosque right here. You can see him sitting up on the like the pulpit where the imam goes, and then over here they have the rules for the Muslims, the code of behavior. And over there they have the spiral staircase. So that's where he will go up to the roof and he'll ring the bell when it's time. So he'll ring the bell and then he'll get on the microphone and he'll sing the little call to prayer. Okay, so let's go inside here. Okay, so this is the hall. And right over here, this is his microphone that he uses. And then this is actually the script that he sings. And you can see that it's written in Arabic. But he can read all of that. He's versed in it. And then they have like the call to prayer times, and they have the Quran. And then this is the little curtain, so the ladies will be on the other side over there. So it's just a simple hall. There's not a lot of room. They don't have a separate place. And then they have all the writing. Now, I was told, like in the mosques, that they don't use pictures. They'll write the verses and stuff. And then over here they have this one is like Medina, and then over here is Mecca, the main temple in Mecca. And then over here, this is where the imam will sit. So they have the places for him. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting little deal. So we got about 30 minutes before the call to prayer. All right, so that's going to finish up our little video over here at this mosque. This is quite a cool little building. The history is kind of interesting, being 440 years old. Now, I believe the people that founded this were from Mon descent. So it was the people from Burma that had came over here and settled it. And you know, there was quite a big community over here. There was, you know, back in the day when this was, you know, part of Ayutthaya, there was all these little settlements. So they would have had the Muslims down here with the you know, the Mon, and there would have been people from Indonesia, all of that would have settled in here. And just to the north would have been the Dutch, the Japanese, and then there would have been like the French community up towards the north. So there would have been quite a few different little communities through here. And this is the last surviving, you know, building of that. The Portuguese settlement was completely destroyed, and I don't know how this survived, because this would have been, you know, part of the Burmese would have came through here and sacked all this stuff. So, you know, I don't know the story behind how it survived. So, and I don't know if it was continuously occupied or if they left and they came back and they restored it. I don't know the whole details. It's kind of a sparse online, and I've just kind of found out about it from talking to some of the locals over here. So anyway, I've enjoyed my time here. It's I'll put it in the map where it's at. It's kind of hard to get to. If you're interested, you'd have to hire a tuk-tuk to get over here, because it's just kind of out of the way. So anyway, if you liked the video, make sure you click like and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. This is what I do. I just go show you things that I see and do. This one is a little bit different. I usually go to Buddhist temples just because, you know, Thailand's a Buddhist country, and, you know, 95% of the population are Buddhist, so that's what you predominantly see. So anyway, this is a little different, but I've had a good time looking around and learning a little bit. So if you like it, click like, subscribe, and share it with your friends if you want. Leave me a comment, tell me what you think. If you want me to do more videos like this, let me know also, or if you want me to do something different, tell me. So from over here in Ayutthaya, remember guys, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.